What if I gave you a way to bring in 2, maybe 3 days worth of clients in one hit? A nice big cash injection into your business to help you buy that equipment, do that training course, or to whatever your next step within your career is. I'm going to go through the mini sessions, the fairy events, and the loyalty sessions that we do. My name is Mark Bailey. I own a photography studio that I've had for over 15 years. And if you're interested in the business, the marketing, and the sales side of photography, then this channel is definitely for you. So give us a subscribe and follow along. I'm currently doing a little mini series that is covering 15 different ways that we bring regular clients in every week, every month into our business. We're about halfway through now, and today I'm going to cover 3 different areas. It's going to be the mini sessions, the fairy event, and also the loyalty program that we do. So first of all, mini sessions. These can be hit or miss depending how you run them, and we've trialed them in the past years and not had a good result with them, and so we stopped doing them. Then a few years ago, we then reevaluated it, looked at it differently, and now they're a very important part of our business. So let's go through kind of the pitfalls first. A lot of people see the mini sessions, and in your head, it's not your normal full session that you do. Let's say you do 1-hour family sessions, but you're gonna do mini sessions now, mini family shoot, it's a 10-minute shoot, and they get something for it for free. In your mindset, you might think, I can't charge the same as what I would normally charge for a big family session. Or let's say you do newborn photography, and then all of a sudden you're doing a little taste of mini sessions, and clients can come in and get a couple of pictures. It's not a full session, and the idea is that hopefully you can convert some of them into newborn sessions. Now, in our experience, what we found is when you do that, those 1 or 2 pictures, that's enough for the clients. They don't need to come back for something else. So what you do is you end up cannibalizing your higher paid sessions because people don't book in for them. They know if they wait long enough, the mini sessions will come along, and 1 or 2 pictures is enough for me for now. And maybe I'll book in at a later point, but at least I've got something from right now. And then they don't book in further down the line because life gets in the way. So for us, we noticed that, and so we stopped doing the mini sessions. Now, what we then ended up doing was reevaluating everything, thinking, well, wait a minute, it's not as big a session, so maybe the entry into the studio could be lower, but as for the product guide and for the pricing, let's just keep everything exactly the same. What's the worst that happens? People don't buy, so we went with that kind of mentality. Not as in, who cares? We still went in, we made sure everything was the same, they got treated exactly the same. It was just a smaller session. And so we had to do some time trials to make sure that we could still get the number of images that we wanted from the session, and we had to make sure it ran very smoothly. So with mini sessions, they would come in, we would still have the same offer and things like that, but it would be a lower entry point. It would only be a £25 deposit to come in. Rather than us charging £49 for a voucher, we would maybe only charge £25 for the voucher. Again, that's where for us, we found that if we change that, we can justify that, well, it's £49 for that voucher if you want a full session. If you want a mini session, it's only £25 for the voucher, because you're not going to get as many pictures as you would do on that side, and we can't invest as much time with you, but we're still going to really look after you. So the justification's there. Now, in all honesty, we've never had in all our years somebody say to us, well, wait a minute, why is it only £25 and that one's £49? That doesn't come up, but we know how to justify it, and that's important that you can do that. When the clients come in, we will still do their session, and they'll still come back exactly the same way for a design consultation, and we'll do everything exactly the same. And what you find is you still get the same average as what you would for a fully paid session. It's just you've captured a different market, and that market, maybe they are just not there looking for a full family session, a full Halloween session, or something like that. You wouldn't pick up the phone and go, oh, today's the day I'm going to book a Halloween photo shoot. However, they may see an advert for a Halloween mini shoot and go, oh, that sounds dead good fun, I'm going to go do that. And they see the pictures, and so it's that call to action and gets them to come in to see you. So it's a real good way of getting people coming in for another call to action, another reason. And everything we do needs to be focused on getting them to take an action, to pick up that phone, to fill in that email, to fill in that booking form with you. So with the mini sessions, what type of mini sessions can you do? Well, there's tons of them. There's a never ending number of sessions. So for us, we will do Christmas mini shoots. That's always one that people think about. You've got the Halloween mini shoot. So again, it's up to you how you want to do it. What we find works best with the Halloween ones is, we don't do it all with, ghouls and vampires and Frankenstein and all things like that. We will make it kind of themed with pumpkins and little bales of hay and stuff like that. Really good reaction, and it's also something where clients will purchase those types of pictures if you get the setup right. You can do Easter mini shoots, you can do summer mini shoots, you can do Father's Day mini shoots, you can do Valentine's mini shoots. There is a never-ending type of mini shoot. One real good exercise is to sit down and map out a calendar for the year, and in each month go and fill in a mini type session that you could do. 4th of July mini shoots. So you might think, well, that's an American thing. There are Americans that live in the UK who will come and jump at the chance of a 4th of July mini shoot. So you can go do that and see if you can fill in all 12 months with mini shoot ideas. You'll probably find some of the months there's more than one mini shoot idea. You get stuck, jump onto ChatGTP and just type in, Google has AI on it now, so we go onto that and just type in your mini shoot ideas for each calendar month, and you'll see a load of them all pop up. So when we're then advertising one of these, we will need to have some sort of pictures to be able to advertise with. Now, let's say you've never done we'll use the 4th of July mini shoot. Let's say you don't have any American style pictures or anything like that. I'm going to use this one because this is probably the one that you genuinely don't have pictures for. So go and get your setup, get your backdrops, get your props and things like that, American flags or whatever it might be. And then go and take some pictures of the setup itself. If you've already got it there a few months in beforehand, then as you're bringing clients through, you could say to them, listen guys, this is going to be my little mini shoot area for the 4th of July. Do you mind if I just grab a quick picture for social media? It'll be in one of my adverts. Now for us in our studio, we have a rule, and I think this is something you definitely need to have in place. We don't put any pictures up on social media or our website if the client hasn't bought the digital copy. Around about 6 or 7 years ago, we did an experiment where we took a picture from one of our accounts off Instagram. We downloaded it from Instagram and then went to print it. And we were able to print it to 20 inch by 20 inch, and this is about 6 or 7 years ago. So for us, we, as a business, realized that if we put something up onto social media, the clients will have the option to screenshot it, to download it, and it's good enough quality to print to 20 inch squared. That's a good size. That will kill your sales if your clients can do that. So for us, we have that rule in place. And that also helps us in the design room, the sales room, because if they want it, they know we're not going to put it on social media. And so they're going to have to purchase it there and then if they do want it. So then it also eliminates, and we used to get this when we used to put everything on social media, we would cherry pick the best pictures. Now, not every shoot is equal, and sometimes you might have a kid that just doesn't have a good day and cries throughout the session. Then you have another kid that smiles all day long, and you're gonna put 2 pictures up today. Are you gonna put a crying kid, or are you gonna put 2 of the good one? And so you put 2 of the good one up, and then the other family are then getting in touch going, why have you not put mine up yet? Can you put mine up, please? And you might not want to because it just wasn't a great shoot, and it's not gonna be a good representation of your work. So because we put that in place, once they have the digitals, if they've purchased them, they're not interested if it's gone on Facebook or Instagram or wherever at that point. So it eliminates that, and also it increases your chance of selling digitals if that's what you want to sell. So the mini shoots, when they then come through, for us, the way we work is that they would pay the £25 for a mini shoot, and in return they get a £200 gift certificate, which will then go towards any sort of pieces of wall art and things like that. Now our prices start at £79, so the client knows they're not going to leave empty-handed, which is great. It really helps on the sale. Now you do run the risk that they come in and they use the gift certificate and nothing else. That is a very real risk. But if you go and treat them exactly the same as your other clients, make sure the experience is really good, make sure your studio's nice and clean, make sure there's snacks and drinks and stuff like that for them, make sure they're getting all the automated text messages from the editor, or, well, from yourself if you do the editing, make sure that you're getting the fire-up calls before they come in and the reminder text, make sure that when they come into the design consultation that you're doing the exact same processes. And like for us, we have our storyboard, so long as we follow that, there's a sale point all the way through. but it's so subtle the client has no idea about it and they love it, and so they open up. And so yes, we will get some clients that will come through the door who will go, I'm not buying anything, I'm going to use my gift certificate. But you also get those clients who will turn around and go, fantastic, we'll take the £1,500 package please, can we add another album onto it as well? And you get nice big sales, and the overall average, which is what you need to concentrate on, ends up being just as good as your fully paid clients. The difference being is you just had the volume come through the door within a day, 2 days, 3 days, whatever you do your mini shoots over. So they work fantastic. Now for us, we also run a loyalty program. So for our regular clients that come in fully paid clients, do the 3-hour newborn or the 1-hour cake smash or family session or something like that, we have a thing in place where if they go for one of our top packages, and our top packages, they start at £1,000, and then we have another one at £1,350 and another one at £1,470. So if they go for one of these 3 packages, as part of that, they get access to our loyalty program. And so they're not paying for anything in advance, they just get access to it. So when we run a mini session, we tend to run it for 3 days. And what we'll do is we will send out an email and a text to everybody who's on this program. So you need to have a very good CRM system that you can highlight this client bought this package, so that the system knows full well then when it comes for you to do your marketing, you can tick a couple of boxes and it will go, oh, okay, I need to find everybody who bought this package and send them this email. I need to find everybody who bought that middle package and maybe they get the same or a different email, and then this package, maybe they get the same or a different email. And it lets them know that we're running another mini session event. It's going to be on these dates. Because they bought this package, they have access to this on the loyalty program, and so they will get it at a heavily discounted price. Now for us, I'm not scared about prices. I'll tell you, we say to them, you can come in for this and you can get all the digitals from the session, and it's just £150 as a thank you for coming in and you're on our loyalty program. Not everybody goes for it, but we get a good percentage that will take up the offer. Now this, we know straight away if we have 10 of them coming in, there's another £1,500 from clients coming in. Now the client's really happy because last time they came in, they spent £1,500, say. This time they're only spending £150. It doesn't stop at that, because out of those 10, we then find that around about 40% of them will then also purchase something else on top. Now, we've even seen it where they've gone, can we buy another 5-frame collection? Because that's going to go in a different room. And that's, again, that's another £1,500 that we get. And so what you find is your average is really good. It's not as strong for the loyalty program as what it is for normal customers coming in or anything like that, because they're already starting at a much lower price point of £150. But they all come in at once and it's a good cash injection. Now, then it's also another sales point that we can do, because when we're in the design room and we're with the clients that aren't on the loyalty program, whether that's the mini sessions or something else, we will still be able to use the same lines that now you got this about your packages. We go through all the spiel with the storyboard, but also if you decide you want to go for this, you will also gain access to our loyalty program. So the next mini session event that we have, and we tend to run around 10 mini sessions per year. So we don't do one every single month. And I'll go through that, why we don't in a minute, but we will run 10 mini sessions and we let them know that, look, you can come in to any of these and you can keep coming in. Now that works really well. We do have to put some caveats in there, so we let them know that, listen guys, we need to protect ourselves, so this belongs to you. It's not something where you can go, oh, I've got this loyalty program, I'm going to send my friend to come in. And it's not something where you can go, right, I'm going to come and I'm going to bring my friend, and I'm going to bring this, you can bring yourself, and it's immediate family only. You've got to do that, otherwise you will have friendship groups that will bring 2 or 3 mums with their children. All of a sudden, you're cannibalizing your normal market. But when we offer this loyalty program out, what you find is that these people refer you a lot easier, a lot quicker. And they'll say, you should jump onto one of these packages. We got this at this price, and then we can get this at $150. It's really good. And we've got kind of a family photographer now. And it just helps over the lifespan of your client, where they will spend more and more and more with you. And you will find, as you get better at the sales, they will buy additional wall art, but you can't expect them to ask you. You've got to do visualizations. You know, if grandparents come along, you do it with them as well. And you know, they will want wall art as well. So that's our loyalty program. Now there's also another event that we do, which is fairies. Now we do charge differently for fairies. fairy event, we have a nice big setup. It costs an awful lot of money to get this because we have bridges, we've got a very nice woodland backdrop, we've got loads of, what would I call it, fake flowers and foliage and everything like that. We have a little pond, mirrored pond type thing. It's really nice. We have all the outfits for the children. So you can little elves for the boys, little fairy dresses with wings for the girls. And we do a full story for these kids. But it's a very high, fast turnover. We do these over a 3-day event. They are 20-minute sessions. And what you find is we have a much lower average for these fairies, but they book up really fast. We fluctuate between doing this either 3 times a year or maybe just 2 times a year, depending on the uptake on it. But fairies works really good. You can rent fairy kits. So there are people around. When we first started doing it, we would rent these. And what we also find, if you don't have your own studio, there are people that I know who will travel around the country and they will look and find an area where there's, say, a town hall, a little village hall, something like that, and they will rent it out for a couple of days and set it up, but they'll do a full marketing attack on that area and get a load of bookings so that they can then go there. Now for them, that's their sole business. They literally go around with their own kit, and that's again a really good way. And they are a mini session, but they're a themed mini session. So that is power of what you can do with mini sessions. Now these are separate from everything else that you do. So if you're doing a big push on newborns, you won't want to do some sort of little mini newborn session. And my advice was never do that. I think that the mini sessions works really good so long as you are doing a themed mini session. So you wouldn't do themed family shoot, a mini family session event, because it will kill all your family shoots. People are not going to book in for family shoots. They're going to wait for the next family one. However, doing a Easter mini shoot, it's a theme. The call to action is they've got to do it now because it's Easter now. I can't do that in 2 months' time. Also, if I go in for a family session, I'm not getting Easter pictures. So you might end up getting 2 shoots out of it because they've come in for this, they do the Easter mini session, then they know that they want to get extra pictures and things, so you can then potentially sell them another family session further down the line. Or you can use it to your advantage to go, well, I'll tell you what, you go for a top package. On the next mini session that we do, you will be on the loyalty program and you can bring the grandparents along and again explain to them that, but there are caveats. You can't bring friends along. It is family only and it is attached to you and this child here. Yeah, that makes sense. And that is mini sessions, a fantastic way to bring work in, and you get your calendar planned out and make sure that you start to advertise these well in advance. So Christmas mini sessions, you don't start in December. I've been guilty of doing this where I start them too late. Ideally, you need to start advertising months and months and months beforehand. August, September. It might sound too early, but start drip feeding them out. Put a limit on it as well. If you have, I only have 10 sessions available, then people know that I need to get this booked. With our system that we use called Booked Up, we're able to create a landing page for all of these mini sessions. We can have it so that when the client goes on, there's also a countdown timer. So as everyone gets booked in, it will go 6 sessions left, 5 sessions left, and the clients can see, oh, these are going down. You can also have it as a countdown timer where you can go, right, I'm not going to launch this mini series yet until this date. That can generate a lot of interest and people are like, oh, I need to make sure I get one of these 10 sessions. And it could be a great way where you could set it for 8 o'clock tonight. You wake up in the morning, all 10 sessions done, you're fully booked, which is fantastic. And then you can use that in your marketing to go, all sessions are gone, I'm going to do a second date if there's enough interest. Please comment below. If I get enough interest, I'll release a second date. You can then gauge how much interest there is. You can see all of these people, and then you can launch another date and have another sell out. So hope this works and helps for you guys. Let me know what you're thinking of this mini series. Give me a comment. Please give me a subscribe if you don't mind. It really helps with the algorithm. But that is everything. Have a good one, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.